Hi, let's go for a ride. This time on Schweitzer Mountain, just outside of Sand Point, Northern Idaho. Welcome to another Black Bikes Bike Park review.
Oh, deep.
Schweitzer, and it pains me to pronounce it like that, it should be Schweitzer. Schweitzer is different. Schweitzer isn't as much a bike park or a lift access bike resort. It's more a ski resort that they happen to let you mountain bike in, which doesn't make it bad. It's small, it's an amazing value, and it's still a lot of fun. Schweitzer Village, the resort village, is the base station for one lift that they operate. It's at 4,700 feet. Sandpoint itself is at around 2,000 feet. So you have 2,700 feet dropping, and the trails below the resort are supposedly where the magic happened. I couldn't check them out because the shuttle back up that they have doesn't run during COVID times. The one lift that they have serves basically 3 trails, but the 3 trails have a lot of variations to them, and they're pretty long each, so there's plenty of fun to be had for a day and then some. The trails have a little bit of a self-made DIY feel to them. They're not as machined or manicured as others. It's probably not exactly a beginner's resort. The easiest trail that they have from top to bottom is a blue. There's a mini jump line that ends in a log that goes across the trail. Ask me how I know that.
Ich glaube, ich habe genug für heute.
There's some exposed, gnarly, rocky, loose stuff going on. But there's also cool cross-country and relatively easy trails. The only warm-up trail that they really have is called Bear Grass, and it's a cross-country trail. I wouldn't ride that trail with a real downhill bike. It's actually some pedaling, and it'll take you around the mountain for a while. One trail that you definitely have to check out is called Squirrel Master. There's wood features on it. It's very windy and twisty through an interesting section of the woods. You will ride pinch flat a bunch of times because it's the one trail that then branches off, which is really cool because you get to progress on that trail quite a bit. Since you're being forced to ride the same trail over and over again, you can make a bit of a progression challenge out of it. If I had to name a favorite trail in the resort, it'd be Moffitt's Edge. It takes you out there. There's no resort feel to it whatsoever. It's like you're on a mountain and you're by yourself. There's a bunch of rock features on it. There's a few wooden ladder bridges on it.
Yeah.
It's interesting, it's challenging enough, but it's also fast and flowy. It's a great trail. The only thing that I found a little annoying is that Pinch Flat, before it branches out into other trails, has this long fire road section.
This is Pinch Flat.
It's a bit of a shame that we lose that much elevation for rolling down a fire road.
It's still Pinch Flat. Okay, Pinch Flat again. All right.
And at the bottom of it all, there's a trail called the Collector, which is where all the trails and all the variations of trails get funneled together and it spits you out at the lift. That one is another progression challenge, and there's a bunch of tiny little hip jumps and wooden features on it. It's a great trail actually for being just a collector. The scenery of the place is top. Lots of woods, lots of nature. You don't feel like you're in a resort for most of the time. It's not as exploited, it's not as worked over, it's definitely not as crowded. You kind of sort of tend to forget the hustle and bustle that you have about lift access parks. The amount of green, it's good stuff. There is an overflow parking lot for free boondocking, which is superb, I think. The only thing is that they don't allow tents. I've met a fellow van living couple and they brought out a little bathroom tent, and then security showed up and was like, you can't have a tent out. He was super nice about it, but it was like, so what if you show up in a car? Do you have to sleep in the car? Can you not bring a tent at all? Or can you just not extend the tent out of your vehicle? It wasn't quite clear, but apparently no tenting, sleep in your car. Or bring a van. Hashtag van life. It's a little bit of a climb up to the village from that parking lot, but it's no big deal. And up in the ticket shop, there's bathrooms, which is about what you have for facilities. Their day ticket is $35, which is pretty unbeatable as far as I'm aware. The season pass is $199. It's a great value because 3 trails doesn't sound like much, but you get to ride a lot. They have Rossignol bikes for rent. They're doing a 3-hour thing, which I think is pretty cool if you just want to rent a fully to see how it is. The day rate for rental is $65, and for $20 you get a full protection package, helmet, pads, the whole thing. When you go there, you have to check out the beach in Sandpoint. Sandpoint has a public beach right at the lake, and it is gorgeous. Perfect dip after a long day of riding. Overall, it seems like they just had the idea to have mountain bikes in their resort, and they kept it simple. If I had to be critical about it, I would say it needs a little bit of work, but it's definitely on the right track. I like the free boondocking, I like the value of it, and I really like the scenery. So this concludes this review about Schweitzer Mountain Bike Park. As always, if you think I've forgotten something, if you disagree with what I've said, please let me know in the comment. Let's have a conversation, and let's make this video about helping people to decide whether they want to ride there or not. Schweitzer Mountain. Go check it out. In any case, that wraps it up, I guess. Thanks for watching. And pedal hard.